everyone, and welcome to My Campus GPS Facebook Live. This is the place where we talk about how parents can help their high school student prepare for university. And tonight we're talking about 3 ways that you can prepare for scholarships this summer. So you don't have to wait until grade 12 to start to do stuff to prepare for scholarships or to start to fill out the applications. There are some things that you can do in advance, and in fact I recommend that you absolutely do some stuff in advance, and we're going to talk about why that is in just a minute. But I'm Janet McDonald, and I'm a former university admissions officer, and now with My Campus GPS I help high school students and parents prepare for university. So I want to start by telling you why I think it's really important that you take some time before grade 12 to start to prepare for scholarships. It's because of this thing that I call the grade 12 overwhelm. And if you follow me at all, you probably have heard me say this before about this thing that can happen in grade 12 that I call the grade 12 overwhelm. And it's basically this feeling of having so much to do, so much of the day-to-day to do in grade 12 that you start to feel overwhelmed, and some of the more kind of important stuff can get lost in that feeling of overwhelm because it just feels like there's just too much to do. And one of those important kind of longer term benefit things that can get lost is taking time to find and apply for scholarships, because not doing this and not taking advantage of these opportunities in grade 12, which is your best time to get funding for post-secondary, once that opportunity is gone, it is gone. So, you know, and the long-term benefits, meaning potentially winning thousands of dollars, that's going to alleviate some of that student debt and some of that anxiety around how you're going to pay for university. So to understand how this kind of feeling of overwhelm happens, I want you to think about all of the stuff that your student does now in grade 10 or 11. So all of the school-related stuff, their schoolwork, and then the school-related activities that they might participate in, the community-based activities. Maybe they work part-time, maybe they volunteer, they might have some family responsibilities and chores, and then all of their social activities. So all of that stuff that they do in grade 10 or 11, they're going to do all of that in grade 12 plus a whole lot more. So if you can kind of think about what they do now and then just add all of these layers to it, that's how this can happen. So the layer of time that it will take to research universities that they want to apply for. So that will mean attending post-secondary fairs, open houses, campus tours, and that sort of stuff. Researching the programs that they want to apply for. So the online searching, if they're doing it properly, then they'll be doing some career exploration activities and information interviews with people who are in the careers that they're thinking about, and that sort of stuff. So that all takes time. Then they need to actually complete the applications to the university. So that involves filling out the application, getting the transcripts, getting all of that stuff organized. So that all takes time. And then on top of that, because they're in grade 12, they have all of these fun grad activities, so the barbecues, the banquets, and all of that stuff that of course they want to participate in, and they should. So that's another layer. So if you're starting to see a problem, then this is what I'm talking about, but I'm not done yet, because there you will have to take time over several months, in fact, to find scholarships. And make no mistake, it is not, or I should say it is a time-consuming process, and it should be done, if it's done right, it should be done over a period of months. So scholarships start to be announced in about October of the grade 12 year, and then the majority are announced until about April. So there will be some over the summer, but usually the bulk is between that October to April period. So if you're doing it properly, then you're checking in regularly over each of these months and checking for scholarships. So, you know, that's the proper way to do it. And so if you follow me and you follow my instructions, then you may you and your student may have one or more scholarships to apply for, which is great. But that also takes time to complete the application and to craft an essay. Usually they will have an essay. So this is all stuff that is going to kind of compound in grade 12 and might give you that kind of sense of overwhelm. So I am definitely not saying all of this stuff. I never say this stuff to freak you out or to make you get overwhelmed and kind of shut down now. What I want to do is enlighten you so that you understand what's ahead of you and so that you can prepare in advance. This is what I'm talking about, preparing in advance. Anything you can do to take something off the plate of grade 12 and put it into grade 11. Anything you can do to prep there is going to really, really benefit you in grade 12. And I wanted to give you the background of why that is and how important it is to do that. So, so what are some things that you can do this summer to get a jump start on scholarships for grade 12? So the first thing that I suggest that you do is, if you haven't done it already, is to sign up for scholarshipscanada.com. So this is a free search engine with thousands and thousands and thousands of different scholarships on it. So this is a tool that you will use a lot in grade 12 to help you to find scholarships. So you can just log on to there, sign up. You can create, your student can create a profile and then start to be met. What you do is you kind of fill out that profile, and then the search engine will basically start to match you with, match your student with scholarship based on the information that they put in there. Now, there won't be a lot of scholarships for them that will come up over the summer. It's not, maybe there will be, I hope there is, but the point isn't really about doing that. The point is getting familiar with the platform, how it works, having a look around at the different scholarships, getting an understanding of what the applications look like, what they ask for, so that you have an idea about this and you're kind of like ready to go and ready to use this tool to the best of its purpose in grade 12. Okay, so it's just basically signing up, getting familiar with the platform, and then once September, October starts to hit, then your student will start to be matched with scholarships. And as a parent, you can also make a profile based on your student's information, and then you will receive that information as well. Okay, so you both can get in there, and that's kind of like making sure that there's like a check on the information. Okay, so thing that you can do, number 2, is to have your son or daughter develop their activities list. So the activities list is a list of extracurricular activities that your student participates in. And most scholarships, and in fact some admissions programs as well for admission, will require one of these activities lists. So it's basically, you know, like a general list of all of their extracurricular activities, usually for grades 10, 11, and 12. But again, if you want to start this now and get it all set up and put in the information for grade 10 and grade 11, all you have to do then is just go back to that in grade 12 and just kind of update it. But the bulk of the work will have been done. The activities list normally asks for, you know, the school and community clubs and all of that stuff that you have, camps, any experiential learning, any types of skills and experience that you have, that your student has developed outside of school. So you can start by writing down the groups that they're part of and kind of, or the type of work that they did or whatever by grade. So they list the groups and the activities for grade 10 and then for grade 11. They can put their position in there for that particular group or experience, whatever it is that they have. So for example, maybe they were co-leader of a club, or they are second violin in the school orchestra, or whatever. So their position, the responsibilities what they did within the organization or within the club or whatever, the number of hours per week that they participated in that particular activity, and the name of a person who can verify their involvement in that particular group. So the name of the person, their email, or their telephone number. This is the information that most activities lists will ask for. So now there is a good way to craft this activities list, and then there is a better way to craft the activities list. So on my blog I have a post called How to Make Your Best Activities List for a Scholarship. So you can find that on my blog on my website at mycampusgps.ca/blog. And if you do want to learn that better way of how to get it done and just get it done, then I'm preparing a 3-day activities list challenge. So this will be happening soonish. I'm not sure exactly why, when, but I'm working on it right now. It'll be sometime this summer. So if you're interested in maybe participating in that, you could just let me know if you think it's a good idea in the comments below. So the challenge will be for a parent and a grade 11, and your grade 11 or grade 10 student. It will take about 1 hour over the course of 3 days, so about 3 hours in total. And at the end, your student will have their activities list done or almost done. Just have to add in their information for grade 12. But you will have a template with all of the information filled in. And this will save you a lot of time in grade 12. And what's great about a challenge is that it kind of gives you the motivation to get it done. So you have a deadline, you have like a step, by each day you get a step of a set of instructions of what to complete. And basically it gives you that sort of that deadline or that accountability to just get it done. So all of those things that we know we should be doing, but we never get around to, this will just help you to get it done. So no more putting it off. And here's the best part. Once they have the information in that activities list template that I'm going to provide for you, they can just copy and paste that information into scholarship applications. So they can put that into the scholarship applications, reuse that same information again and again. It will save them a lot of time, and they will be able to apply for more scholarships in less time. And really, sometimes when you get down to it, it's just a numbers game. The more scholarships they apply for, the more chances they have of winning. So this is something I am planning. If that sounds like something that you would think would be really useful for you to do, then like I said, just let me know in the comments if you would find that helpful. Okay, so number 3, the third thing that you can do this summer to help to prepare for scholarships is to book me for a 1-hour strategy session for personalized help. So, shameless promotion, but I have to do it because it really is one of the best ways to get clear on what your student needs to do in their specific situation. So this is customized help. So you can spend hours looking online and asking people and guessing and all of that, or you can hire me for an hour and get it done. Okay, so I can help you and your student to determine what is the best information that they can put on their scholarship applications, and how to kind of put it in the best light for that application. and maybe what they would need to do, for example, if they needed to develop a little bit of things in order to qualify for more scholarships. So I would know what they might have to work on and the best way to do that in the shortest amount of time. And then what kinds of scholarships they might qualify for, and then how to apply for those. So basically what we do is we make a plan for grade 12 so that you and your student know exactly what you need to do in grade 12 to maximize this opportunity that you will have, which is the best opportunity for post-secondary funding that you're going to have really at any point. And remember, like, this isn't, again, this is a strategy session, so this isn't about me telling you and your student about all the extra things that they need to do. So more. It's not necessarily about doing more. It's about doing the things that they like to do, the things that they would probably be doing anyway, but doing it in a more strategic way so that it gives them more kind of bang for their buck, and putting it in and doing it in a way and putting it in a way on their scholarship application that is going to give them the best chance of winning that scholarship. So if you want to find out more about how to hire me for that one session, you can find the information on my website at mycampusgps.ca, and you can click on scholarship prep, and it will give you a couple of options there. So there you have it. There are 3 ways. There are lots of other ways that students can prepare for scholarships over the summer before grade 12. These are just 3 ones. I didn't want to overwhelm you too much with all of the stuff that they could be doing, but those are 3 kind of really tangible things that you can implement right away. So after this Facebook Live, you can just go to scholarshipscanada.com and sign up and start to get familiar with that platform, which will be a really handy tool for you come grade 12. So the first thing is that scholarshipscanada.com. The second thing is to have your son or daughter do their activities list over the summer, so it's ready to go to be updated with their grade 12 information when the fall comes around. And the third thing is to book a 1-hour strategy session with me for that personalized help to get a lot of information in a short period of time that is exactly tailored to what it is that you are looking for. So that's it for tonight. Thanks so much, and I hope to see you next week. Bye.